What is going on with the Des Moines public school system? For starters, the Justice Department's Civil Rights Division is looking into alleged race-based discrimination in hiring for Des Moines public schools, which it says violates federal law. But really, that news is just the cherry on top.
Well, it's easy. When you hire somebody based off of their race, instead of looking into their background, instead of looking at their merit, instead of looking at their experience, instead of looking at a resume and actually going back and checking that, this is what happens. How are you good people doing, my American brothers and sisters? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, which you know I'm greatly appreciative of. Make sure you guys are following me on these platforms. Follow me down on these platforms. Click this because it helps me. And if and when you do subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification. Then it will bring down the drop box for you to select all notifications. That way you'll be notified when I post a video. Don't forget to check out the other channel called Man, Husband, Father. And everything I ask you to do over here, make sure you do over there. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all remember that story I just did about a few days ago? I don't know, maybe it was last week, but it just seemed like it was a few days ago, with the superintendent who ICE got a hold of and detained him. And turned out the man was in the country illegally and has been in the country illegally for some time. But somehow, some way, some of y'all lunatics, y'all all thought, look, we told you that President Trump was going to be arresting black people. We told you that he was going to just be arresting black people and detaining them and trying to deport them out of the country. Stupid. Because the dude, let's keep it real. He just looked like a typical brother, huh? Rocking the cornrows and everything. Smooth, clean. I mean, dude, bro, my guy was clean, right? But because of that, folks, y'all just went along with a stupid ideology and a narrative and this rhetoric that this man was a black African. I don't even like to say African American. He was a black American. Y'all thought that's what he was. And it turns out he was none of those things. But guys, this gets even crazier once you hear all this. Watch this.
Ian Roberts stepped down earlier today after he was arrested by ICE on Friday. Roberts is a native of Guyana and a former Olympic athlete who has served Des Moines Public Schools since 2023. A noon deadline came and went for Roberts to confirm his citizenship to the school board. The story is fast becoming a legal nightmare for Roberts and a PR nightmare for the people who hired him. News Nation's investigative correspondent Rich McHugh has been digging into Roberts' record and found that some things are not adding up.
Hi. How are you?
It's unusual for ICE agents to arrest Midwestern school superintendents, and it's even more unusual for those superintendents to be found in possession of a loaded handgun, a fixed-blade hunting knife, and thousands of dollars in cash. But the case of Ian Roberts is anything but usual.
It's complex, it's difficult, and there are a lot of what I would call a myriad of issues that are involved.
When the news broke that ICE arrested Roberts initially, Des Moines School Board Chair Jackie Norris called for radical empathy.
Are you still calling for radical empathy, and is the board taking any responsibility for his hiring?
There was nothing in the information that was given to us to allude to any question about his citizenship.
One question raises another, and straight answers are in short supply. Where was Roberts born? When a reporter asked him last year, he dodged the question.
Where were you born? Where did you grow up?
Sure. Yeah, so both parents are from Guyana, South America. So I spent most of my formative years between Guyana and Brooklyn, New York.
ICE says he entered the U.S. on a student visa in 1999 and received a removal order in May 2024. Athletic competition records cite his birth date as December 18, 1973. But court records and his 2017 marriage certificate list December 18, 1970 as his birth date. His voter registration in Maryland says 1970. Roberts' academic record even more confusing. His LinkedIn, an impressive number of schools: a bachelor from Coppin State University, master's degree, St. John's, Morgan State University. For years, he went by doctor. St. John's confirmed he got a master's but not a doctorate degree. His official bio says he completed programs at Morgan State. But Morgan State tells us no. Quote, Ian Roberts did not receive any degree or certificate from Morgan State University. Roberts left his last position at Mill Creek High Township in Pennsylvania for the job here. In a note, Mill Creek Township says he passed all clearances, including an FBI background check. But in 2020, at the time of his hiring in Mill Creek, the school board there raised questions about his background, according to minutes of their board meetings we obtained. Dr. Roberts lacked the educational certificate from his educational facilities that he obtained his doctorate.
You referred to him as Dr. Roberts. Can you tell us which institution he received his doctorate from?
Yes, it was, I know it, the international school, Trident International, right?
Trident International University, an online university. As many in the community rally around his case in solidarity, some parents with kids in the district have had enough.
Even if you take, was he here legally or not, when he was stopped and then he took off and he fled, and then they found a loaded gun, a fixed blade knife, and $3,000 in cash in his car, that enough is, I'm done.
That mom, Jen Cronin, says instead of radical empathy from the school board, she wants to see radical transparency and accountability. Ian Roberts, his attorney, says he's working to have his deportation order stayed and wants to reopen his immigration case. Elizabeth?
Is he still there, Rich? Where is he tonight?
It's unclear. We believe he is in a jail here in Des Moines, but even his attorney alluded to the fact that it's possible he is not.
Okay, and super quick, we mentioned he was an Olympic athlete. Which country did he compete for?
Guyana, South American country of Guyana.
All right, so that would seem to clear up at least when he wouldn't answer where he was born. This is the strangest story, Rich.
All of that? You talk about red flags galore. My goodness. The man was pretty much telling you who he was and all that, but we're going to take his word for it. Yeah, and he even got suggest. This is when it comes down to it, ladies and gentlemen, when you do not do your due diligence in going and looking up a person's background like this. How did he slip through the cracks on that? And now, y'all, even the people who allowed this to happen, him to get into that position, now they are being looked at. See, this is what happens a lot of times, ladies and gentlemen. What are y'all going to say now? What can y'all say? What can you say about this? And I'm not going to lie. Y'all remember that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio? Catch Me If You Can? This is what Cuz just pulled off right there. I mean, even if he gets deported where he's going to, I would love to see them make a movie out of this. Because Homeboy was able to fake all that stuff through, and he even tricked them. Brilliant. In an evil mastermind way, I'm just saying. It was. How did he slip through all that, guys? I'll tell you why. Because people, let's keep it real. Sometimes it's all about who you know. Somebody knows somebody that knows somebody. A lot of networking. He's worked here. He's worked there. He's done this. Good guy, which he probably most likely look at him. He is. But he was able to slip through making that good money and all that, man. This is going to be a movie, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now. Mark my word. Either it's going to be like a throw-off Temu version of, those Hallmark / Lifetime movies. It's going to be something like that. But at the same time, this is a classic case of why a lot of people are against DEI type stuff and affirmative action type things, because you simply put a person in a position because of what they look like versus what they actually are really qualified for based off their experience, based off of their so-called education. Anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think about this by putting in the comment section after this video. Don't forget to do what y'all see in these elements right here that would greatly help my channel. And if you want to see the next video that I'm going to be doing after this one, it's going to be that one right up there. Things I did as of yesterday right here. If you did not subscribe to the channel, click this. I am Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man, hoping and praying every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.